ACL Austin City Limits, well, they're going to be available for pre-sale. Can you see any of the names on here?
I see Shania Twain, Kendrick Lamar.
Good for you.
All right, so while the lineup for this year hasn't been announced yet, that was last year's. Last year's. Okay, this is the performance list from last year. There we go. Foo Fighters. I was like, didn't these people play last year? I know Stephanie Serna went and told me she enjoyed it. So we're excited to see who will be coming to Texas this October.
All right, it is happening the first and second weekend of October. You can head to their website to sign up for alerts for when ticket pre-sale launches this Thursday. Sarah, who would you want to see at ACL this year? I know you're a big Swiftie.
I mean, I read it. Taylor would not be able to come to ACL. It'd be too much of a thing. She would shut down.
I like how you guys are on a first name basis.
Yeah. Taylor would shut it down.
Yeah, shut it down.
She would shut it down.
Yeah.
I'd have to really think about that. Maybe like a Phil Collins, like an oldie but goodie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Phil Collins, contributor to the Alamo. All right, time now, 8:57, 43 degrees.
We'll be right back.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy Saturday. We're starting off with a live look out at the Alamo City. It is gorgeous out there. A little chilly to start the day, but for all those kids, all those families, last weekend of winter break, enjoy it because today is going to be gorgeous. We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments. For now, good morning. 9 o'clock this Saturday. It is January 6th. Thank you so much for starting your weekend with us. Do you have any good plans to make it out and about today?
Hopefully, my husband will be taking down the Christmas decorations.
Hint, hint, Dave.
Yeah. And he was like, can you help me? I was like, yeah, I'll be out there, moral support.
Oh, like not physically helping, just their moral support committee.
Yeah, I hold the ladder.
Okay.
I hold the ladder.
That is
yeah, it's an important job. It's a very important job, actually.
Sarah Spivey, are your decorations still up?
They are, but my husband will also be taking them down today because it's going to get windy early next week. So you might as well take advantage of that and take down the Christmas decorations. All right, but you will have to contend with a high mountain cedar count today. Mountain cedar is high past 4,000. Molds are low. It is cold out there right now, yes, but we had a morning low of 37 in San Antonio, so we're already warming up. It's 44, 46 in New Braunfels, 42 in Hondo, 40 in Del Rio, 32 still freezing in Kerrville, but we will quickly be seeing these temperatures rise. It's 36 in Bernie and Bulverde, 41 in Castroville, 45 at the Stinson area, 46 in New Braunfels. Today, beautiful, 68 degrees, nice, but a breezy afternoon. Then tomorrow we'll have another cold morning at 37 with comfortable afternoon temperatures right around 65. Then drizzle develops overnight, and that's going to be a precursor to the windy conditions on Monday. So lots to talk about in the forecast. Yes, this nice breezy weekend. We will have a damp Monday morning commute, even a few rumbles of thunder possible for some. But then the big story are the very windy conditions Monday and Tuesday. How high will winds go and what do you need to do to prepare? I've got those details coming up.
Sarah, thank you. New this morning, heavy law enforcement presence was seen just after midnight on the north side after a covert operations arrest. San Antonio police say covert units were conducting surveillance on the south side of town when they saw a man get out of a car with a weapon and a mask. That man went inside a store, came back leaving that store. That's when police started following the vehicle and found out it was stolen. That vehicle ended up crashing at a QT and 4 suspects ran out and ran off. SWAT, covert, Texas DPS, and SAPD all surrounded the area. All 4 suspects were taken into custody.
Well, 2 people in the hospital this morning apparently fighting for their lives after an overnight shooting on the city's north side. This is what we know right now. Police on the scene telling us this unfolded just after 2 a.m. Police saying several suspects entered the Purple Dragon store. This is the 500 block of Hildebrand Avenue. They tried to rob the location. Now, an employee was armed, and police say there was gunfire between the employee and the suspects. Both individuals were shot, taken to the hospital at last check in critical condition. But right now, police still investigating, searching for other suspects.
A man has been arrested in connection to a shooting near Lacoste. That's in Medina County. According to Medina County Sheriff's Office, Tyler Phillips was arrested and charged with deadly conduct and criminal mischief. Police say Phillips was responsible for shooting a pellet gun, BB gun, or air rifle at moving vehicles along 2-lane highways near Lacoste, Natalia, and Castroville. The arrest comes following reports of more than 12 similar cases in Medina County that happened in November and December.
30 and counting. That is how many complaints Bexar County Sheriff's investigators say they have received about an allegedly fake food truck company.
So one of the owners arrested a week ago, now out on bond awaiting trial. The other suspect still has not been found. Patty Santos explains how the victims say they got fooled.
I wanted to start a new business in food, which has been my dream for a while.
And Alan Polanco's dream is still on hold. He says he was swindled out of $5,000 by Tu Trailita food trailers in September.
I gave a down payment, but I didn't receive nothing.
The lot of 535 Frontage Road near Southwest Military was once full of brand new food trucks. It's now empty, like the pockets of many alleged victims.
They were saying that they were going to help us to fulfill this dream.
Polanco is one of more than 30 people who paid thousands for new trailers like the ones advertised on the company's social media pages. The company told him it would be delivered in 6 to 8 weeks.
Every time we used to go, they came out with another lie, or they say in a very nice manner, say, no, you have to wait, your food trailer is getting done, we have to be patient, we are very busy, we have many customers.
Last week, Bexar County investigators arrested Miguel Angel Cuellar Lopez and charged him with 3 counts of theft. Now he's out on bond. But his son, Miguel Angel Cuellar Martinez, who faces the same charges, is still on the run.
If these guys have any of your money and you're waiting for this product, they are not in the business. They're not in a legitimate business. You're not going to get your product.
State tax records show the company was registered in 2021 as Sirius LLC. The Tu Trailita website is no longer active and the phone numbers listed are disconnected.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
There's also no activity at the company's second location on Hildebrand.
There's over 30 victims that have come forward. Do you think there are more?
Oh, definitely. Yes, definitely.
Bexar County investigators urge victims outside of Texas to call them.
The root of evilness is money, the love of money. And that's what happened here in this situation.
Patty Santos, KSAT 12 News.
And speaking of food trucks, the Shack is back after it disappeared earlier this week. The owner says it's been parked on the same spot next to Acadiana Cafe on the west side since the early 90s without any problems. However, that changed on Wednesday when it was stolen. The cafe said a Good Samaritan helped find the Shack. To show appreciation, it will give out complimentary gumbo on Sunday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. while supplies last. This is in Acadiana Cafe parking lot on Southwest Loop 410. In your morning headlines, student loan payments resumed in October, but some borrowers are still receiving inaccurate billing statements. That's according to a new report from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. In addition to billing errors, borrowers are experiencing processing delays and long hold times. In response, Biden administration is punishing 3 of its 4 servicers. It's withholding more than $2 million from Advantage Ed Financial and Nelnet, saying the companies failed to meet their contractual obligations.
This is a terrifying situation. A flight had to make an emergency landing in Texas this week after a man assaulted a flight attendant. So it started with a passenger, and they were complaining that 61-year-old Keith Fagiana was kicking in their chair. After a flight attendant asked him to stop, he allegedly got up and punched the crew member in the stomach. Officials say the assault continued with additional punches while passengers helped restrain the suspect. Police say Fagiana was taken into custody where he claimed he had been drinking. Meanwhile, in your morning headlines, award season set to kick off tomorrow with the Golden Globe Awards, but organizers, they say they're taking extra precautions this year because of the war between Israel and the terrorist organization Hamas.
Officials say the Beverly Hills Police Department is working closely with the FBI because protesters are likely to show up near the Beverly Hilton where the event takes place.
Now, officials are concerned they may try to confront celebrities or even block roads leading to the venue that we've seen in recent weeks at airports. But right now, at this time, there are no specific threats mentioned.
UTSA will not create a new diversity, equity, and inclusion office. It's actually getting rid of the program altogether. It's part of a new law signed by Governor Greg Abbott to eliminate those offices from public universities across the state. So last month, UTSA said it would replace its DEI office with an office of campus and community belonging, which is compliant with the new law. But this week, UTSA said it wouldn't happen after all. UTSA says the office's responsibilities will be given to existing offices.
All right, big news for Texas A&M University San Antonio. They've hired a women's basketball coach, Chris Meaner. Now, he spent some of his time at Texas A&M, Texarkana, Our Lady of the Lake University, and he has a pretty extensive resume. He says he's eager to get started launching the women's basketball program here in San Antonio and the expansion of A&M San Antonio sports program. It brings in new student athletes for the upcoming 24-25 school year. And Miner's overall record as a head coach at any level, look at this, it's actually really good. 460 wins, only 178 losses.
That is a good record.
Good for him. I'm excited for everything Texas A&M San Antonio is about to do.
Good luck, guys.
All right, time now, just about 9:10, 45 degrees.
Max, the true colors of Uranus and Neptune look more like previously thought.
I'm not even sure if you realized what you said when you said it. Taking a live look out of the Alamo City. It is 45 degrees out there. All right, we're seeing a little bit of cloud coverage. See the beautiful San Antonio skyline in the distance. We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments. All right, good morning and welcome back. The true colors of two planets may be more similar than previously thought. A team at University of Oxford, shouts Oxford, used two different telescopes, including the Hubble telescope, to capture the new data. Now, that new data shows that Neptune and Uranus have a similar greenish blue hue.
Over 30 years ago, NASA's Voyager 2 mission flew by Uranus and Neptune, capturing the first close-up images at the time. So Uranus appeared to be a pale cyan color, while Neptune was depicted as a striking deep blue.
All right, so Neptune's images stretched, enhanced, made two artificially blue. So, I mean, look, love this. Hubble telescope, very awesome. It's still crazy to me how little we know about all of the other planets in our solar system.
It's cool.
It's cool. We're learning something new every day.
That planets that have atmospheres have weather.
Okay.
And Mars is one of the more fascinating planets, atmosphere, because at your feet it can be like 72 degrees, but at the top of your head it could be like 20 degrees. Ooh. That's how thin the atmosphere is on Mars. So pretty cool. Today, though, our atmosphere is going to be bringing us beautiful weather. Right now, outside, it is 44 degrees in San Antonio, so a cold start to the day, but we quickly are warming up. It's 36 in Kerrville, 42 in Hondo, 37 in Bulverde, and 42 in Canyon Lake. As we take a look at your KSAT 12-hour forecast, mostly sunny skies. By noon, we're going to be at 59. In the afternoon, 68 for the high, but don't get caught without the jacket tonight because it's going to get chilly fairly quickly. We'll be down to 51 degrees by 9 p.m. if you have evening plans outside this evening. One other thing to consider is that in the afternoon, the winds could be a little breezy. We could see wind gusts of up to 25 miles per hour this afternoon from the west. That's just a preview of how windy it's going to get by Monday evening, upcoming Monday evening. We'll talk more about that in a bit, but here's a look at some highs in neighborhoods. 66 in Canyon Lake, 71 Carrizo Springs, 71 in Del Rio, 60 in Rock Springs, 68 in Beeville, 64 in Gonzales. While it is quiet around San Antonio and most of Texas, there are some areas of snow across the panhandle of Texas. That's totally normal this time of year. They get snow just about every year out in the panhandle. But there's a big system working its way across the Northeast. This is going to be a lot of areas' first decent snowfall in quite a while. Inches of snow expected from this system. While that is moving out of the way, another low pressure system is going to take its place. And this low pressure system is going to move through Texas Sunday and Monday. It'll bring us a brief opportunity for rain Sunday night and Monday morning. Sunday night we'll have some areas of drizzle, and Monday a small potential for a storm or two in the morning hours. But really, that low pressure system is going to kick up the winds in a big way. So let's take you through the futurecast. As that low moves across Texas, again, a few showers are possible Sunday night into Monday morning, but the winds are going to be the big story. Winds will turn to the northwest, gusting up to 40 to 50 miles per hour. Not only here in San Antonio, but across the state state of Texas. We'll experience the windiest conditions Monday night into Tuesday morning, when we could see wind gusts in San Antonio of 40 to 50 miles per hour. Similar story in the Hill Country. You can see that this particular model brings a 52 mile per hour wind gust through Kerrville and New Braunfels. By the early morning commute, still pretty gusty on Tuesday, but then by Tuesday afternoon, those winds will die down. So what do you need to know and what do you need to prepare for with the gusty winds? First thing, I would suggest putting up those Christmas decorations if you still have them out outside, and then securing lightweight patio furniture. That includes lighter trampolines, even some light carports. If they're not really secured, they could get tossed around by those gusty winds. Be mindful if you do have some tree limbs near power lines, it might be good to trim those. And then keep in mind that with mountain cedar season in full swing, anytime we get a gusty north wind, mountain cedar tends to increase this time of year. So take your allergy medicine now and get prepared for those gusty winds Monday night into Tuesday. As you can see, though, tomorrow's going to be a beautiful day in the 30s in the morning, comfortable in the afternoon tomorrow. Then we'll have that brief opportunity for rain, windy weather through Tuesday, nice on Wednesday and Thursday, but another front moves through Friday, and that sets up windier weather too on Friday as well. Coming up in the forecast, we're going to talk about some cold air could be on our way beyond this 7 days.
I'm good with that. We don't need the cold air.
Okay, Max. You'll just put your blinders on when I get to that point.
But it is amazing. I mean, I talked to family and friends on the East Coast. 70 and sunny, middle of January. This
really nice, really nice.
Thank you. Time now, 9:18, 49 degrees.
Google wants to try something new to restrict cookies when you are using their browser. How they are doing that after the break.
Just be clear that it's cookies on the web, not actual cookies.
Too bad.
I know. All right, taking a look at these lotto numbers. Pick 3, 720, Fireball 2. Daily 4, 5, 3, 8, 2, Fireball 1.
Cash 5, 4, 8, 19, 20, 33. Where is it? There it is. Mega Millions 5, 23, 26, 38, 44. Mega Ball 25, Mega Plier 3. Good luck.
Good morning and welcome back. Google rolling out a test that restricts cookies on the latest version of the Chrome browser. So those are the little programs that track you on the internet. And while you may see an ad for jeans just seconds after you search for them, instead of using cookies, Google has its own software tools designed to replace them. The company wants to get rid of cookies in Chrome by the end of 2024.
Did you ever have a BlackBerry phone?
I did not. I wasn't cool enough.
Okay. Well, if anyone...
Did you have a BlackBerry?
Yes, at one point I did. And for anyone who misses it, a company called Clicks for iPhone is out with a phone case that comes with a physical keyboard.
Interesting.
So it's compatible with an iPhone 14 and 15 models, runs off the phone's battery power, and will cost you, that's kind of expensive, under $140. That's, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah, me too. We'll be right back.
In your morning health headline, San Antonio has received a gold medal for public health policies. That's according to City Health's rankings of public health policy. San Antonio was one of 7 cities across the country and the only city in Texas receiving the recognition. City Health reviews and awards the nation's 75 largest cities with gold, silver, bronze, or no medals for passing policies that improve the health and well-being of residents. This year, the gold medal recognition is an improvement from last year's overall bronze medal.
New data shows that respiratory viruses didn't take a break for the holidays. The CDC says COVID and flu activity, they're increasing in most of the country. Hospitalizations for both COVID and the flu, both surging last week compared to the week before. Now, the agency, the CDC, says the JN1 variant now accounts for most of new COVID infections. The agency added that the best way to protect yourself, getting the vaccine.
South Texas Blood and Tissue Center urging donors of all blood types to give blood as this holiday season has made it challenging to meet patients' needs. People who give blood or platelets in January will receive a I donated t-shirt to track life-saving contributions. Those interested in donating can call number 210-731-5590 to make an appointment or visit southtexasblood.org.
And it really is such an important initiative. We're actually going to be there out South Texas Blood and Tissue on Monday.
Awesome.
And talk about the new facilities and the urgent need.
Absolutely.
All right, time now, 9:27, 46 degrees.
We'll be right back.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy Saturday. It is 9:30 this morning. It is January 6th. Thank you so much for starting your morning with us.
Good morning.
We're starting off cold.
It is cold.
But look at this. Already 46 degrees, so we're moving on up.
Starting to warm up.
And for so many of the families out and about today, we know hopefully some family-friendly fun, because for a lot of them, this is their last weekend of winter break.
Yeah, I know some went back earlier this week, but some have off until Monday. So cherish it.
It's true.
Really make, the best out of it. Go outside, Sarah, today. Beautiful day.
A gorgeous day in San Antonio. You will have to contend with the mountain cedar, though. We are in the middle of mountain cedar season. Mountain cedar season technically peaks in mid-January. Mountain cedar is high, past 4,000. Molds are low. Now, we started off the day at 37 degrees, so we're already almost 10 degrees warmer than that in San Antonio. It's 40 in Del Rio, 43 in Uvalde. Good morning, Rock Springs, where it's 48 degrees, 49 in Pleasanton, 46 in New Braunfels, and 37 in Kerrville. A quick warm up, 59 at noon, 68 for the high temperature today, and a little breezy in the afternoon. A great day to head out to some of our many local area state parks. Enchanted Rock, 62 sunny degrees, Government Canyon, 68, 66 Hill Country State Natural Area. Again, just a little breezy with those winds from the west-northwest at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. So all in all, a nice weekend of weather for us. But by Monday morning, it will be a little damp. We'll talk about that. And I want to focus on our very windy forecast for Monday and Tuesday, plus a preview even beyond the next 7 days to the next big thing, a cold snap possible in San Antonio. Details coming up.
Thank you, Sarah. As we talked about, a lot of families out and about this weekend. So before you head out the roadways, there are some important closures that you and your family should know about.
Traffic Authority RJ Marquez tells us what you need to know before you head out.
Well, it's going to be another very busy weekend for our drivers on the far northwest side. We're going to continue on with that construction that's been taking place out there for months on 1604. So this is going to be a little bit of a different type of construction. Let's zoom into our maps and show you exactly what we're going to be looking at here. This is going to be a full weekend closure, and it's only going to be part of Vance Jackson Drive. So you can see right there, Vance Jackson Road, we're going to have north and southbound. That's going to be shut down while construction crews work on some of the bridges over 1604. So we're also going to have some detours taking place that go from Lock Hill Selma Road all the way to I-10. We have some drone video that we've got shot over the past couple of months or so, kind of give you an indication of what we're looking at, the construction out there. On top of the full closure of Vance Jackson against north and southbound lanes there, Vance Jackson, there will also be the closure of the Lock Hill Selma exit ramp to the frontage road at I-10. That intersection right there, that entrance ramp westbound from Lock Hill Selma Road will be fully closed, as well as crews continue to work on that big expansion project taking place there at 1604. All right, let's bring us back out to our maps. Again, one more look here, exactly what we're looking at. Full weekend closure. This is going to start tonight at 9 p.m. and run through Monday, 5 a.m. So, of course, this is all weather permitting. We'll continue to give you more updates on KSAT.com and also on air if anything else changes. But again, northbound, southbound, Vance Jackson on the far northwest side, that's going to be closed all this weekend. Have a good one, everybody.
Thank you, RJ. Is there another suspect? San Antonio Police Chief William McManus says maybe.
We're talking about the murder case of Savannah Soto, Matthew Guetta, and their unborn child. This update comes after yesterday's press conference where the chief also revealed the weapon used in their murder was found at the suspect's home.
All right, so this is what we know right now. San Antonio police arresting Christopher Preciado and his father Ramon back on Wednesday. Thursday, SAPD filed an additional charge against the son for abuse of a corpse, and then an additional charge against the father for altering a corpse. Both men remain at Bexar County Jail.
This is the surveillance video that ultimately led to their arrest. Chief McManus did confirm investigators are looking into this portion of the video. Look at your screen right now, which appears to show a towel tossed into the hands of Ramon Preciado, presumably by a person inside his truck. This is what the chief had to say when asked about a potential third suspect.
That's something we're still looking into. It's something that's been brought up in conversation about this, so we're still looking into that.
So that could potentially be a third suspect or someone that was there while the bodies were dropped off at the apartment?
As the investigation continues, it could be. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it is possible.
Now, KSAT spoke to the father of Matthew Guerra back on Thursday. He alluded that this case is not over and that more developments could be on the way.
I'm not going to say anything right now, but I don't think this is the end of it right now.
Obviously, we will be staying on top of this story for any new developments in case they surface, so make sure to stay with us on air and online for those updates.
This morning, a family hurting after the loss of a 6-year-old little girl, Hosanna Sancho. Hosanna was murdered earlier this week by her mother. She was found unresponsive at an apartment complex on Watson Road with an injury to her torso. These are images shared with us by her uncle. He says he and the rest of the family still struggling to adjust to their new normal.
When my niece and nephew found Hosanna murdered and lying on the floor dead, obviously for them, this is a moment in time that they are going to remember for the rest of their lives. We're absolutely heartbroken at the loss of our lovely and amazing Hosanna.
Police arrested Hosanna's mother, this woman, Nepeteria Sancho, for the child's death. She is now facing a capital murder charge for a child under the age of 10, and a vigil will be held this weekend for Hosanna. It's happening tomorrow at Woodlawn Park. We'll have those details posted on our website, KSAT.com.
Well, San Antonio police officer fired after being investigated for allegedly groping a woman and then damaging her son's home in New Braunfels over the summer. So according to records obtained by KSAT Investigates, Officer Jeremias Duque Jr. was terminated in late November, months after the alleged July incident. Now, Duque was off duty when he allegedly put his hand on the breast of a homeowner's mother during a party. After being confronted by a witness about the incident, Duque allegedly stated he could, quote, do whatever he wanted, end quote. Now, a physical altercation broke out between Duque and the woman's son, witnesses pulling the two men apart. And according to records, Duque then broke a window trying to force his way back into the house. According to Braunfels police, Duque was seriously intoxicated, later cursing at staff in an area emergency room. He was not arrested since both the woman and the homeowner declined to pursue criminal charges.
Deputies with the Hays County Sheriff Office are on administrative leave after they shot and killed a man Friday morning. So this happened during a 911 response call for a physical disturbance. A caller stated the suspect was trying to kick in the front door of a home and had 2 knives. Hays County deputies showed up to the scene. They say they demanded the suspect drop the knives, but he didn't comply. At some point, Hays County deputies fired shots, killing that man. He died at the scene. Both the Hays County Sheriff's Office and Texas Rangers are investigating this.
In a 2-week span, 5 San Antonio police officers were hospitalized due to shootings between themselves and repeat offenders.
The violent string of shootings took place this past fall and sparked arguments between the Bexar County DA and the police chief on who was to blame.
John Paul Barajas reports city and county leaders, they have released a joint action plan to try to improve our public safety.
A city-county action plan is a much-needed step in the right direction to keeping violent repeat offenders off the streets, according to Bexar County Judge Peter Sakai.
We definitely have improved communication, we've improved coordination, and we've improved collaboration.
The plan highlighting working together. Many bullet points stating agencies will share more information whenever a high-profile individual is released and to prevent felony offenders from being released. It also states enhancing information between arresting officers, the DA's office, and the magistrate judge.
Is that not something that should have already been happening?
Well, what we found out through this process is that there was a breakdown in communication. The arresting officers would not necessarily get before the magistrates.
Judge Sakai adds communication between officers and magistrate judges will improve the chances of denying bail to violent offenders.
Everybody was working hard on these issues, but they really weren't working together or communicating effectively.
Judge Sakai explains another issue they had to deal with. The DA's office and SAPD software for sharing information wasn't compatible, but adds they have since bought equipment to make things more efficient for both sides.
Judge Sakai tells us he hopes to have reports on the collaboration between all the agencies and how it's going in the near future, but did not have an exact timeline on when that would be. John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
In your morning headlines, this past week we have been learning more and more about Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell as formerly sealed documents have started to become released.
ABC senior investigative correspondent Aaron Katersky has the details.
This morning, newly unsealed emails show Ghislaine Maxwell's harried reaction after Virginia Giuffre first alleged in 2014 that Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein forced her to have sex with Prince Andrew and other prominent men. Prince Andrew has denied Giuffre's allegations. The two settled a lawsuit in 2022 with no admission of wrongdoing. The messages show Maxwell struggled with what to say publicly. Writing to her lawyer and publicist, "I am trying to stay out of litigation and not have to employ lawyers for years as I get lost in U.S. legal nightmare." Maxwell's representatives had already issued a brief statement calling the claims untrue and obvious lies, and the emails show she worried issuing a further public response would only lead to questions about her connections to famous men. Writing, "Statements that don't address all just lead to more questions. What is my relationship to Clinton, Andrew, on and on." But the emails show Maxwell's lawyer telling her, "We can't sit back and let you be a conspirator by silence. I know what is right to do, and that is to shout your innocence. Saying nothing is reputational suicide." And he advised her not to concern herself with Epstein, who might have his own reasons to stay silent, writing, "I can see why J.E. doesn't want this, as it may not suit him, but he is already toast." Yet the newly unsealed documents show Maxwell was emailing with Epstein, who asked her, "What did you decide to do?" Later, he suggested ask press to investigate whether Clinton was ever there. Giuffre had claimed to have met Bill Clinton on Epstein's island, something Clinton and Maxwell denied. Maxwell decided against saying anything more, but she had already said too much. Giuffre filed a defamation lawsuit, which the two women settled in 2017, the very lawsuit where all these newly unsealed documents originated.
That was ABC's Aaron Katersky reporting. Time now, 9:42, 46 degrees.
Let's take a look outside with live cam. Shaping up to be a beautiful day. The sun is out, super clear skies, 46 degrees. Sarah Spivey says this is going to be a beautiful day to get out, enjoy, maybe take down some of those Christmas decorations outside. She'll have our forecast when we come back.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy weekend. You guys both enjoying the sweater weather?
We are. Take a look at this.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather. Yeah, it
doesn't happen often here in San Antonio.
It doesn't, so we got to take advantage of it, right? It's cold.
Get your sweater, Max.
I'm okay.
Oh, come on, Max.
Maybe one day, but not today.
Cardigan guy, big cardigan guy.
I could tell. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the weather headlines. Nice this weekend. Here's a look outside right now. We started off at 37 degrees. We're already about 10 degrees warmer than that outside right now. It's 51 in Pleasanton, 40 in Del Rio, 50 in Cotulla, 46 in New Braunfels, 40 in Kerrville. Sunshine today, 59 by noon. And then in the afternoon, it will be a little breezy. Keep that in mind. We'll have winds from the west-northwest at 15, 20 miles per hour, gusting up to 25 possible, 68 for the high. So a 30-degree jump from the start of the day to the afternoon. Don't forget the sweaters tonight, though, because it is going to get chilly if you have Saturday night plans. Temperatures will be falling into the upper 40s by midnight. Then our attention turns to little damp weather early on Monday morning. We've got a low pressure system that's going to be moving through Texas Sunday and Monday. First, bringing us some areas of drizzle and light rain Saturday night into Sunday. Perhaps even a storm east of I-35 as a front moves through. That's where storms are going to be possible, maybe even some severe weather as well. We'll keep an eye on that for you. But the biggest impact to your day from this system is going to be the winds. Winds are going to become very gusty Monday night and Tuesday morning. Here's a look at the futurecast wind gusts. Monday afternoon, we'll start to see them pick up behind that front. Then by Monday night into Tuesday morning, we could see wind gusts of up to 50 miles per hour in some spots around south central Texas and the hill country. That could easily knock around some lightweight patio furniture, even some trampolines if you have the smaller trampolines, or perhaps even if your carport is not secured, lightweight carports could get knocked around by winds that high too. But by the afternoon on Tuesday, those winds will be subsiding. So to quickly go over the 7-day forecast here, cold tomorrow morning with a high of 65. Then drizzle will be possible Sunday night into Monday with an isolated storm. That front moves through, it becomes very windy and with gusts up to 40 to 50 miles per hour on Tuesday through Wednesday and Thursday. It'll be nice though, and then windy again on Friday. That's the 7-day forecast, but I want to, whoa, I disappeared there. That's the 7-day forecast, but I want to give you a quick look at the future. Here's a look at Canada's temperatures right now, 20 below zero in some places up there in northern Canada. All of this cold air is going to be surging south. This is our next thing that we're looking for just beyond the 7-day forecast. That cold Arctic air is going to settle across the nation and even spill into parts of Texas, so that by this time next week, we could have some of our coldest air of the season in San Antonio. Not really concerned too much about ice at the moment, but it's something we'll keep an eye on. Otherwise, again, the forecast looks great over the next several days. Just a few things to watch out for. The very gusty winds Monday and Tuesday. Cold mornings, comfortable afternoons for us.
All right.
Are you going to be okay with these cold temps?
Yeah, I'll get out a sweater. I do want to give a shout out to all of our loyal viewers who have been reaching out on social media. They love the sweaters.
Thank you, guys.
Sweater weather
They
celebrating.
think that you should also wear a cardigan.
There has been no advocating for a cardigan, but they're not talking about your earrings enough.
Oh, I love these earrings.
Yeah.
Stephanie Cerna actually gave them to me. They're little storms here, so they're really cute. I like them a lot.
Big fan.
Thank you so much, everyone, for your kind words. Yeah, it's not so often that we get to wear sweaters here.
We're embracing it.
We are.
Sarah, time now, 9:50, just about 50 degrees.
If you're looking to buy appliances or just want to treat yourself to something new, January deals, they're here and in stores. We'll tell you all about them after the break.
And like we've been saying, we know a lot of families out and about this weekend. Oof, take a look out at the roadways. A lot of people hitting the roads early this morning. It appears it is smooth sailing so far. If anything does pop up, we will keep you posted.
Let's take a look at these lotto numbers. Pick 3, 720, Fireball 2, Daily 4, 5382, Fireball 1.
Cash 5, 4, 8, 19, 20, 33. A lot of people I've been seeing getting lucky with the scratch-offs.
Yeah.
Are you a scratch-off person?
I have no luck with scratch-offs.
Okay. Well, maybe you have some luck with the Mega Millions. Here are the numbers: 5, 23, 26, 38, 44. Big number 25, Mega Player 3. Good luck. We'll be right back.
After you ring in the new year, you can ring up some deals.
It's no surprise that the start of the year brings sales on items like fitness trackers, treadmills, and ellipticals. But also keep in mind that Martin Luther King Jr. Day falls in January, and this usually means big deals around mattresses.
Expect more mattress sales in a couple of weeks, but right now, the Casper Original Foam Mattress is $1,100 for a queen size at Walmart and Best Buy. That's $200 saved. Consumer Reports tracks prices on its top-rated products all year and found some deep discounts right now, like new sheets for that new mattress. These microfiber sheets from Milani are $32.85 on Amazon. As we get halfway into January, look for super deals for the big game.
With the Super Bowl coming up, a lot of TV manufacturers and retailers have big sales on TVs. So if you're looking for a new set to watch the big game, you're in luck.
Right now, this 55-inch Samsung OLED TV is $18.98 at Amazon. This 4K OLED is among the best TVs Consumer Reports says it's ever tested. And don't forget about the sound. This soundbar from Samsung is less than $500 at Apt Electronics, Amazon, and Walmart. That's $80 saved. It comes with a wireless subwoofer.
January is also a good time to find a deal on a humidifier to help with the dry winter weather and to find a deal on a treadmill to help with those resolutions. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
Time now, just about 9:56, 49 degrees.
We'll be right back.